What's up, you guys? Silver here. I'm a little sick right now, so sorry if my voice sounds very weird. But I'm going to show you basic ways to solve a 2x2 block, which is the Petrus method. The first step of the Petrus method, making a 2x2 block. The blocks that I'm going to make is always going to be white, red, and green. So I'm always going to be making this block here. So just to let you guys know that. So the first basic way to solve a 2x2 block is I just call it a pure block building. So for this example here, this pure block building here, I'm just gonna so in a way of, because I see this, so that's one way how I inspect, is just by seeing this, and I'll think, okay, maybe I might make this block here with this red and green. For this, to pair these two up, kind of think of it as like an F2L pair. Like let's say red, white, red and white, and so I would need a red and white opposite here, like that. The reason why I like it like that is so that now I could pair it. So I could actually just pair it like that, and then insert it to make this block here. And then I could just put this just like that. So that's just, so literally pure block building. It just takes a lot of practice and a lot of experience to just kind of do that sort of thing. So let me do another example. Here, see, so like I said again, white and green, make sure they're opposites, so that's how I want it to be, so that I could just pair it. So here I could just put this here, so when I pair this, I'm gonna put this down here, so I would go like this and pair it like that, and then insert this, and that's my 2x2 block. So just pure block building, just the basics of that. Second common thing is the flower. Now I know for some of you this could get annoying. What you're gonna do is you're gonna separate this pair, put this here, and then put that back. So pretty much it's just like a 3 move, except that you're making a wide move. So just putting this away, putting this here, and then put this back, just like that. And then just kind of this is kind of hard to track, but here, and then just find that edge piece and just insert it. That's how I would do it. So another example is similar, but except that it's like at the bottom case. So here I would just go ahead and do put this here, this pair, and do like it's like a kind of a sledge, but not really a sledge, like that. So I'll do that slowly. That's how I would do it, like that. And then finding this edge here, I could just move this whole piece, do like a wide U, and here insert, and then you could go back like that. But for how I would do it, is I would just go like a D prime. It's just easier for me to do. So that's the flower. The third way of the third basic way of block building a 2x2 is doing Dario style. Dario style is pretty much making a 2x2 block or block building by pretending that every piece is an F2L pair. But you do have to change your perspective a little bit. So it's kind of like a CFOP way of block building. So for example, pretend this is a cross. So it's kind of like color neutrality, where you just have to think, oh, okay, this is my cross right here. And then this is my F2L pair. If you pretend green is your cross, you can see that this is just a straight up an insertion pair. So you could just go like this. So instead of just pretending like that and then just kind of like making it look awkward, you can actually see that this could just be like a cross, then an F2L pair here, just like that. And that's how I make a 2x2 block. It's just like color neutrality, making F2L pair. See, like this. Another good way, you just pretend this is a red cross, and then you just pretend this is an F2L pair, like that, and then that's your 2x2 block. See, just doing it again. Pretend it's F2L pair. Insert it just like this. That's how I do my F2L pair. If you do something different, go ahead, whatever feels comfortable for you. But this is just, that's the Dario style block building. And then there's the Tau U style, which is similar, well, not similar, almost like the same concept except for Ru users. So you do the same thing like F2L again, except that you do it how Ru users solve for F2L, so like M slices. This is a very common case. Let's say, for example, like if this edge was here, I would move it to here, and I would do this case. So in this case right here, you would want this white piece like that. And then whenever you see this, make sure these two are opposite. And so you would just do this, M or F prime or U prime, and then M prime U. Oops. Oh, focus. Okay, so like that. So this is just an insert, like that. Okay, just slowly. Okay. That's a very common case, especially for like for making a 2x2x3. If I could pull up that example again, if I could, there you go. Uh-oh, like that. No, that is not the correct way. Oh, that's this side. Oops. There you go. Oh, never mind. But still, like it's very common, especially for 2x2x3. This appears a lot, and I could just, like, let's say if it was here, I would just put it here and do that block, just like that. But anyways, continuing. So here again, just pretending like it's like. This is kind of like you just have to get used to. I'm not a Ru user, so I don't always do this often because I'm not used to making F2L pairs Ru style, but here I would just go like that, kind of getting used to R moves. So the reason why I do that is because these are the same, so of course when I pair it, it's going to be flip. Now, if you're used to solving Ru, or with Ru, if you put it at the opposite here, now it's opposite and it could still be paired like that, except that it's just like two sides apart. So I would just do that. And I remember the edge pieces like that. So I move this side, M2, and then pair it, just like that. If I could. No, I cannot reverse it. I suck at reversing it, so yeah, there you go. Oops, there you go. So that's Tau U style. Side slotting is pretty much solving a block. Well, you'll see. It's kind of hard to explain. So I would pretty much solve this, pair it like that, and now you're kind of like side slotting here. So now you just insert here, like that. So mostly let's say you're just kind of like using F12 and you just, let's say if this was here, so you just kind of like side slotting here. Oops. Like that. Let's say you just make this pair and then you just side slot like that, and then you do R2. That's side slotting. That's also another basic way to make a 2x2 block. Another example is this case here. Yeah, here. So here, I'm gonna pair these two up, and I know when I push this upwards, these two are gonna pair like that, and so now I know these two are gonna pair just like that. So it would be like this. So just a side slot, and then F2, just like that. Okay. This one I'm just gonna call it floor building. So floor building, pretty much. So for this example here, I'm gonna make a 2x2x1 block at the bottom. So here, in this case, I'm gonna make a 2x2x1 block with this. So I'm gonna move this here, like that. Then insert this, and I could just insert this here, wide U, to make my 2x2 block. Oops. So if I could sort of do it again, just put this here, make it that easy 2x2x1 block here. I could just insert just like that. Yeah. Okay, another example. Here, this is a good example here. So in this case, think of it as like keyhole. So, but you should already know, like, once you insert this corner edge here, it's gonna pair. So when I pair these up, I'm gonna insert it here, and that makes this floor here. And this edge piece right here is already like connected, so I could just go like this. So let me do that slowly, inserting it here, then pairing it, and then I do a D2 because it pairs this up like that. Okay. Oops. Like that. And that makes your 2x2 block. Next is edge insertion. So it's okay if you can't, if it's hard to make like a pure complete 2x2 block. I do that sometimes too. So what I mean by that is just doing an edge insertion is just making a 2x2x1 block first and then just insert an edge. So for example here, I'm gonna instead of inserting it like this, I'm gonna insert these two first. And the reason why is because when I move this here, this piece is gonna move right here. So when I insert it like this, that pairs up and this pairs up, and then I could just do a D prime, and that makes my 2x2x1 block. So if I do that again, I'll be facing this way. It will go like that. So it's two moves, and insert like that. So once I do that, of course I'm gonna know where this is gonna be at because it's close. Oops, I did that wrong. There you go. And then after making this block, I would just insert it like that. And to be honest, I actually do that a lot because there's a lot of hard scrambles. So I would just make a 2x2x1 block and then just do an edge insertion. It's okay, to be honest, because at least you could do this quick and then go to the next block. Next is, another example is this case. So here, for example, see, I would pair these two up, but while I move this, I'm going to move this piece as well, just to solve this white edge. So when I go like this pairs up, and this pairs up as well. So just kind of see that throughout the inspection. And then I know this is going to be here, just because it's just one move. So I move these two like that, and then insert this just like that. And then same thing again. It's just I don't know how to do anything weirder or more efficient, so just to make it easier for myself, just doing this, then an insertion, would just be easier and faster for me. So that's edge insertion. The last basic way to solve a 2x2 block is underground. I'll show you what that means. So a good example is, so like this, I have this pair and this right here. I'm gonna go like this, move this here so that I can move this out of the way. So I'm trying to make a 2x2 by 1 block like that. Okay. Instead of just like this, I'm gonna go like that because this edge is right there. If I could reverse it. So knowing that this is gonna be right here, I'll go like that. And then just putting this underneath, like I said, not going too awkward or too efficient with fewer moves, just making it easier and faster for me to just kind of solve. So I'll just go like that. And then underground really is just like placing your edge underneath and then just inserting it like that. And that's okay. Another example is this case as well. So here, see how some people would do like something efficient, like, I don't know, that's too awkward. So instead I would just make this 2x2 by 1 block and go like that. And then underground is just placing it underneath the block and then just inserting it. And then F2, and then that's a 2x2 by block. 2x2 by 2 block. And that's it. Hopefully that kind of helps you understand how I solve or create a 2x2 by 2 block. Some can get a little difficult, some can get advanced depending on the scramble, but those are just the basics. Hopefully this this video kind of helps you understand how 2x2 blocks could be made in easier ways. Not as like as an FMC style, but like for speed solving, if that kind of makes sense. But yeah, those are the basic ways to make a 2x2 block. So hopefully that kind of helps you know what to do when using Petrus. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.